My name is John Giffon. I'm a professor of plant physiology with Texas A&M AgriLife Research. If you have a much longer system, they can actually deplete nutrients on the top. Hydroponics and aquaponics is one of them. It's a new way of growing plants, optimizes the use of resources. It's a very efficient way of growing plants without soil. It's very similar to some of the sustainable production systems that you've seen out there, but in this case, we're growing the plants without soil.
Joe Masadni, Extension Vegetable Specialist. Aquaponics is gaining popularity, a lot of interest as a hobby or as a way to grow plants. It's a new industry in Texas. There's maybe 10, 12 businesses doing it commercially, but it has potential to grow a lot more if it's done right. And that's what we're doing here, is educating the public how to do it. People think that the fish waste is the source of food for the plants. No, it's the ammonia. There's some that comes from the digestion of the fish waste, which is the other nutrients, other elements, calcium, potassium, things like that. But the nitrate, which is what we're looking for, comes from the ammonia that the plant breathes or excrete.
The channels are set up at a gradient so that water is always flowing downhill.
Looking into more methods of growing crops. So instead of digging into the earth and stuff like that, I wanted to see if there's anything else. And aquaponics and hydroponics seem to fit that profile pretty good. It's a lot of information. It's like you get a lot of information online, and these kind of fill in the gaps that they don't fill in when you're looking online or looking for the research.
This is the deep water circulating system. We call it deep water because you have water in a kind of a pond here, and the depth will really depend on your objective.
I'm kind of interested in it because I've got a system myself, trying to learn more on it. I've got a NFC system and some Dutch buckets systems, which I've been just trying to learn on it, how to do it, and just been playing around with it. These kind of trainings are awesome. You know, more people need to learn more about it.
So the filtration system here is really important. From here on, water then flows again into this standpipe. Everything again is by gravity, and then through here onto your grow bed.
After attending a seminar like this, you see that, well, it's actually not, I wouldn't say common sense, but it's practical and it's logical. So if you get the fundamentals, you say, well, you know what, I could maybe do something like this on a smaller scale, or with enough practice and training, yes, eventually get to the point where, you know, something like this.
The water is sitting there, but it's also being mixed. Here you will need air stones to keep that water well fed with oxygen. And then excess water, as it circulates, will flow over here in this return pipe.
I think after the seminar, I see it more as a manageable thing. I think before there's a little bit of intimidation that goes on, because you see it and you're like, wow, I mean, there's a lot of science that goes into this. I mean, you're talking about pH balances and all these things that it becomes really difficult really quickly if you don't have the training.
This is new in the valley, at least, but the research we're doing is going to help not only home gardeners, but also people who want to do this commercially. So we'll be working with all of them, with school systems as well, for schools that want to produce some of their own food.